Let's Chat.
Learn how you can golf for good just around the corner in September. A very special collaboration between Volunteers in Medicine and Project Access. We have our friends Joel Henderson as well as Kevin Lusk here to give us all those details. Thank you for making the time to be here this morning.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to be here.
So we talked a little bit with you guys in the past about obviously what each of your organizations do and how they're coming together for good and to golf for good. For people who need a little bit of a refresher, what could you give them, just an overview of what this event looks like?
Sure, and I think it's also important how many nonprofits come together not only daily to work our mission, which we'll talk about,
sure,
but to fundraise. The Medical Society and Project Access had a half-day golf tournament. We had a half-day golf tournament. We have united and have a full day together, and we split the proceeds for the patients that we both care for.
That's right, and we're happy to say that we've sold out our morning flight.
How awesome.
And our afternoon flight only has about 3 teams left, so if anyone's interested, September 12th at Brown Acres, they need to sign up now to get one of those last 3 spots.
Absolutely, because when we first started talking to you guys, it was probably like last month or a month before that, which is crazy to think about. Time is flying, school's back in session. It's such a busy time of the year, but so good to go ahead and get that information because it'll be September before we know it.
It really will be.
It will be. So for kind of an overview as well of what each of the nonprofits that you guys are here for do, can you give me a little bit of idea of what Project Access does and what VIM does as well?
Sure. So at Volunteers in Medicine, we are a primary care clinic for the uninsured. We are currently accepting patients after 20 years, continuing to obviously serve those who otherwise do not have a medical home. Traditionally, patients would go to the emergency department. At times that is necessary, but for continuity of care, we try to encourage folks to come out, be screened, be seen, see doctors at our clinic for primary care.
And Volunteers in Medicine does primary care, Project Access does specialty care. So if Volunteers in Medicine has a patient that needs some type of specialty care, and we say it's everything from broken bone to cancer,
sure,
they refer them to us. We find a specialty care physician that matches up with whatever that patient needs. They're treated, and then we get them back to where they need to go, and then we send them back to Volunteers in Medicine for their continued primary care. So we're kind of one continuous care for the patient, 2 different organizations, but we have the same mission and work together in a lot of what we do.
Overlapping, and I'm sure a lot of that too, being able to just work together removes a lot of the headache too. You're like, it's almost easier, we're just going to collaborate, we're going to be able to do something for good and bring all these organizations together and all these physicians, doctors, patients, people together for this. So for the Golf for Good tournament, do you have to be a physician or anything to be a part of that?
No, but there's plenty that are already playing.
Awesome, yeah.
We have a few. No, we have some former patients that come back and play in this. We have those that volunteer for organizations that maybe not be a healthcare provider, but they're administrators for offices. They work with doctors' offices, and or just a general community member. We want everyone in the community to come out, join us for Golf for Good on September 12th, and just have a great time.
So you guys have been to this event in the past, I'm assuming?
Oh,
yes, does it get like kind of cutthroat? Like there's like a whole like who's gonna get the hole in one?
I mean, if you're a real golfer, which I'm not, I always say I'm the least person that knows, but I have fun.
Yeah, and they have a great time. And we have some golfers that are really good. We have some that aren't so good. But the great thing about this is it's select shot. So you have a team of 4. You take the best shot of each person that goes. So if you have one really good golfer, you can carry them through the entire way.
See, that's what I need.
And we're happy to say Capital Toyota is donating for anyone that gets a hole in one on one of the par 3s. They go home with a brand new Toyota.
A chance to win.
How neat!
Yes, a chance.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
But they have to get a hole in one.
They have to get a hole in one.
And we haven't had anyone yet, but this year could be the year.
Oh, they've gotten close.
Yes.
You guys have never seen me out there. I'm just kidding. There's absolutely no way. But I mean, that really is a cool way to, obviously we joke about this, but to not discourage people who might not be avid golfers to think that they can still be a part of this, because it's golf for good. Even if you're there just for the for good part and you just want to be supporting this, truly is an incredible cause. And remind me as well, all the proceeds, what that's going to be going towards.
So our patients. And so once again, we split that for the patients that we serve. We do the fundraising prior to the event. The day itself is, I would call it a fund event for fun, have fun. So yeah.
That's so fun, putting the fun in fundraiser.
That's right.
That's what we're all about.
Y'all are all
and
about
to help our
that.
patients in need.
That's so neat. And I think there's a lot of stigma sometimes too with medical things if you don't know the first thing about what goes into a provider, a physician, all these sort of things. It still is kind of just removing that and letting people have fun together.
Right.
You know?
And you know, we talk about having fun, and we want to have fun because we see a lot of serious issues with some of the patients we see, and we want them to get better, but we also want them to make sure they're treated with dignity and treated with respect, just like any other patient would that we're treated for anything. So that's why we do these fun events for when we have these serious events that it all kinds of comes together.
It all connects, and I think it's also like you're trusting your providers along the way, because sadly when you go to the doctor, most of the time it's not always for the good things. It's not like, yay, I'm so excited. I mean, sometimes it's just a checkup, but sometimes it is for very serious things that can be stressful for people. So I think being able to have fun, come together for a community event is just a great way to celebrate that. So remind me again where we can get the latest links from you guys, whether that's social media, website, all that good stuff.
So on both our websites, so vim-chatt.org is VIMS, and
setnprojectaccess.org is Project Access.
Project Access. Well, I love it. For the latest information, those links are going to be there on your screen. Reminder that this is September 12th at Brown Acres. You can find all the event information. In the morning is already sold out, correct?
That's right.
So if you wanted any of it, it's going to have to be afternoon.
That's right.
Which is a good problem to have, y'all, but you want to make sure and go and do that while you still can. Stay with us. You're watching Let's Chat. We have much more coming up after this.